welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge, we are once again back working on our solar system. We've got our 48 panel solar array completed. Now it's time to go finish out the inside of the power shed. We got to get some wall coverings up, some ceiling coverings, so we can get our inverters and our batteries installed. So let's get to work. Let's show you what we've got done so far. Just put in this nice little entryway. I had had that one for a little while. We just put these pavers in here. Go inside the power section. Ooh, it is 30 degrees cooler in here, guys. It is super nice. Everything is insulated. Hopefully you've seen the videos of us putting that up, me and Meredith. Well, we have these two huge EG4 server rack batteries, 30.5 thousand kilowatt hours each. That's right, 61,000 kilowatt hours. We have three of these 6,000 XP inverters, 6,000 watts, 8,000 watts DC. So should be pretty awesome to power everything we have here on the Ridge. We got to get the wall coverings up, ceiling coverings. Let's go check out the tool side and see what the outside looks like. Let's go into the tool side. You can see we've got all of our tools in here arranged up. I do have lots of materials I got to start putting together. There's the mini split right there for the power section. I need to get all these materials and tools out of the way because we have to get wall coverings on the inside or the outside here. This is the outside of the power section. I want to get some material. I actually have this OSB. That's what I'm going to put on the very roof up there so I can do a little bit of storage. This section here, I've got some of this brown paneling right here, and then all the white is for the inside of the power section. So let me get all this stuff out of the way here, and we'll start prepping our materials. Got all those materials moved out of the way. So now I have access to my paneling here. Let me show you the roof section. So I think what I'm gonna do is just grab the OSB right down here, slide them up in this section. They can go all the way to the edge there. That, it does have a vented soffit, so I don't want to block that. I'll slide the OSB pieces up here. I know three of them. I'll have to do some cuts, but I can cut the length off up here, and then the width of the last one, even if I can pull it down, do it all, and then bring it back up. So I'm just going to go ahead and start pushing those three up now to give me more access to my other pieces. Let's see if I can do this without breaking anything. Get up there. Slide up, baby. Slide up. Slide up. Roll out. Regulators. Roll out. Oh, yeah. Make sure I didn't mess my insulation up anywhere. Oh, no. Perfect. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I just cut off that last little excess right there. And that's going to be great. All right, everything's butted up there. Let's see if I can get this cut safely. All righty, that's pretty good. Slide this one down all the way to the end. Make sure I don't get it up over there we go. All the way. Look at that. That's perfect. Perfect. Let's get the second sheet up there. Ugh. Hit a little too high, a little too high. Slide. All right. Let's get it cut. I'm gonna have to rip the last board, so I might as well cut it the right length and width. So 83.5 by, let's see, halfway down there, 39. 83.5 by 39. Oh yeah. Like a glove. Like a glove. Whew. Okay, that turned out amazing. We can see here, everything is where it should be, lined up all across the back. I mean, it's not much storage space, but hey, out here, every little bit counts. Now that I got everything up on top of the roof, I can go ahead and get my brad nailer, air compressor, all that set up, get it tacked in place, then we'll start working on these outside walls. I've got this large 8-gallon Cobalt air compressor. It is a huge electric load. And now you know I'm 100% off grid here on the Ridge. Well, hopefully you saw in my last videos, I got this Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus. This thing can run 5,000 watts continuous, 7,200 watts max. This thing has, I actually have the 2 extra battery packs for it. So I've got like 15,000 watt hours of power to keep my camper going. And one of the really cool things about this is I can actually utilize my main solar panels before I even wire them into the power shed. Because this has a high voltage PV or solar input. I've got 4,000 watts, 10 solar panels wired in series to this Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus. You can't do that with a lot of other of these solar generators. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Watch it start right up. Not a problem on this thing. Right now, this Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus is running the camper air conditioner at 2,000 watts. 2,000 watts. It also is running the 240 volt well pump. That's right, this thing does split phase, 240 volts. And then all the while, starting a compressor up. Woohoo, that's awesome. I'm super excited about my Jackery Explorer 5000 Plus. If you want one for yourself, go check the link down in the description. Let's get back to work. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and tack down this leading edge here, and then we'll get up there and see how far back we can get down those runners. But get this tacked down. Okay, now I've got a I've got a little lip right here for my my nailers. I did not a problem. Not a problem. I'll just nail it into the nailer as we go down. All right. Move back. See if I can get it. Yeah. One more time. All right, that looks great. That looks nice and smooth, tacked in all the way down. You can see my nailer was a little bit high. I kept that high. I'm not gonna climb all the way back in there and nail everything in here, but I am gonna get, go down about as far as I can. Make sure I can get everything done. Let's see. Same thing here. Sorry about that. Oh, that's hard. So if I can get the angle. Goodness gracious. I'm going to change directions. Hold on. Let's see if I can get these pretty far back. That looks pretty good right there. All right, so I'm gonna climb back in there a little bit, get some more you can't see on camera. It's just too tough. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if I can get up in here. I'm gonna put my hat on backwards. Hope you like the view. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can move on down. Whew. Oh, all right. Goodness gracious, guys. What do I do? What do I do for entertainment? All right, move on down here. I will get the 16 on center here in a minute, but I'm trying to get these joints first. Whew. All right, there we go. All right. All right. Whew. All right, guys. That's enough of that. Before I can get the wall coverings up, I need to get these panels out of the way. Let me move those over there. I got a bunch of them to move, so it's going to take me a minute. Then we'll have all this opened up, and I should be able to get the brown paneling. That's right, we're going to use brown paneling on here. I think it's going to look really good in this tool shed. So let me get this out of the way.
RidgeLife, rising from the Tennessee ridge, 30 acres deep, past the city's bridge. Log walls climbing under open sky, building freedom where the hawks fly.
Ooh, that stuff is so heavy. It knocked my toolbox over there, pushed it back, and luckily it didn't all come falling out. I was kind of scared for a second. That's a lot of panels there. Let's see how many I just moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 panels there. We got 3 up there at 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, this is what we're going to be using, guys. This is a little bit thinner than some of that stuff over there. It's all MDF, medium density fiberboard or something like that. MDF, I think that's right. Let me see here. Easy paintable bead, made in USA. That's good. But yeah, this is a paneling, and it looks like that actually has grooves in it. That doesn't have grooves in it. That's just painted on there. So I'm going to have this on this wall, and then you saw all the white. So this is like wainscoting right there. And then this is this is for the walls, interior walls. This is for the ceiling. It's smooth and white. But we're having the brown paneling up there. And I shouldn't have to cut too much off. I'm going to have to rip one and cut a little bit off the top like you saw. I don't know how tall that is. It's like that's a little over 7 feet, and these are 8 feet. So I'm just going to have to cut just a little bit off each end. So shouldn't be that bad. Whew, it's hot out here today, guys. Even though it's September in West Tennessee, it has been near 100 every single day. And we got another week or so of this, so let's get back to work. All right, let me see how tall this needs to be. Exactly 89 inches. Okay, so we can go 89 inches. I think I got this one set 48, 16 on center. So 48, 48, and I'll have to cut the last one a little bit narrow. We'll do that when we get to it. So let me get these panelings taken out there, and we'll get to cutting. All right, 89 inches. Put that right there. Let's see, I gotta push the center down. 89 inches right there. Okay, gotta do the same thing on the other side. All right, 89 inches. Same here, I gotta push down the center. 89, right there. All right. I've got all 3 pieces of paneling squared up and clamped together with this board over the top of it. It's gonna act as a guide for my saw so I get a true straight cut. Because this is gonna be an exterior wall, I wanna have a true straight cut. So let's see if I did right. That looks perfect. Oh yeah, that looks great. Okay, let me get the first 2 pieces in. I'm gonna have to rip the last one. I'll see if I can carry 2 at once. I think I can do it. Oh yeah. Set these down right here. Get this first piece. Yeah, that's the bottom right there. Set it up. See how it looks. Oh like it. I like it a lot. All right, I'm gonna get a piece of the cutoff material put below it. That way it's not on the ground. Just in case I get any water in here, I don't want it to wick up into the siding. So let me go get that piece of material. All right, let me put this material under it against the wall there. Then I should be able to just push it right up next to it. All right, we're perfectly flush with the top. I did account for that. Let me check my overlap here on my my stud. Make sure that's good. Get it. Here we are. I like that right there. Make sure that's good all the way against. Good at the top. All right, let me go ahead and tack one in right there. And now I can level the side. Let me push this over until it's level. It's like about right there. Hold it right there. That should keep it square. Looks like my stud's not plumb on that one. I got the board, I got the paneling plumb. Let's see if this stud is, oh, that stud's good. So that stud was just a little bit crooked. We'll have to deal with that. Let me go ahead and get more of these down and around. All right, let's see. I gotta get the ones in the studs. I got marks on the ground, so I know exactly where those are at. Luckily, thought of that ahead of time. Let's see, the other one's right there. All right, that looks great. Second one on the shim. Pop it in place. Make sure it's in there like Flint swim there. All right, that is all the way against it, all the way to the top. Okay, I'm not quite square at the bottom, but I'll square that up pretty easy. Push that over. Alrighty. Make sure I got one every so often. That's pretty good. Make sure it's flush on there. All right, now for 16 on center, right there, and the next one right there. That should do it. Now let's get the last piece cut. All right, this last piece needs to be, go all the way to the edge of there, needs to be, let's say 40 and a quarter. 40 and a quarter should do it. I've got a rip in this piece of paneling here, and it goes 41 and a half inches over. So 40 and a quarter is gonna be perfect. Now I know the pattern's not gonna line up perfectly. Let me remind you, this is a tool shed, not a finished out house, okay? I don't care if the pattern's exactly. Now my OCD will bother me just a little bit, but not, I know why I did it. So 40 and a quarter, let me mark 40 and a quarter right there. 40 and a quarter right here. All right, let me go ahead and get this cut. We'll take it in there. piece. See how it fits like a, well, it doesn't fit like a glove. Why doesn't it fit like a glove? I'll tell you, because the building's not square. I have got to get off a 1/2 inch because we are good at the bottom. Yeah, we're good at the bottom. I got to get a 1/2 inch off this top side. One more time. All right, let's try this again. I can't help it if the building is not square. It's not my fault. All right, so that pushed up perfectly right there. Looks like we're good on the bottom. Okay. Okay, let me get my nail gun. Let's see if I can, come on, get up in there. Make sure. Over. There we go. Bottom's in, top's in. Come on. This is like putting a puzzle together. Can I do it? All right. That's pretty good right there. Boom, 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 boom. That looks great. Stud time. Next one's here. Ta-da! We're done. All righty. I have swept up, got the floor all cleaned up. I think it turned out pretty amazing. Everything looks pretty level at the top. Again, the building wasn't exactly square, but my cuts weren't too bad. Now what I'm gonna do is clean up this tool desk right here, move it back where it goes over there, and get one step closer and be able to move my motorcycles up here to the tool shed. That would be great. I know Grandma Carol would be happy to get my motorcycles out of her shed. Come on. I've swept up my mess. The area up there looks like it's going to be perfect to store my cornhole set that Mama V gave me. Thank you, Mama V. And also my foldable solar panels. Cornhole up there, solar panels up there. I can probably fit a few more smaller totes and things. Gonna leave it off right now. I'm gonna get my tool desk moved over there. That's a good thing to get put right in front of there right now. So let's see if I can slide this. It's got tools in it, so it may be kind of tough. Oh yeah, I got sliders under it, so it should slide. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Oh yeah, right there. Let's get it centered up. All the way back. That's gonna look so good right there. I do have the power cords. It's got lights and power strips. Set this over here. Powered up in just a second. All right. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. All righty, I think that looks pretty darn good. We got the workbench right in the center of the wall. It is now insulated and covered. Look at the top. I am super, super happy with how that turned out. We do have power in here. I've got a power strip right here I can use. I've got my set power cooler going in here. And so lots of improvements. I do need to get my other Craftsman. I need to get this Craftsman tool chest over here, but unfortunately I've got hundreds of pounds of siding right here that I have to get off. These cornhole boards will go up there, like I said, and the solar panels that are behind there. These are all household goods that I have for the camper. Can't really store them in the camper, so I store them out here. So we're getting close. We're getting really close. Once this goes on the inside walls over there, that'll be out of here. That toolbox right there. Household goods I'll have stored. Get everything. I have tools over here. motorcycle right here, motorcycle right here. We've got a tool chest right there. I am tickled pink of what is going on right now. I'm hot. It is probably 103 degrees in this tool shed right now. Sunshine's still out. The sun is going down, but it's still super, super hot. I'm hoping the next time I get in this shed, I can go finish the power shed side instead of the tool shed. Tool shed side is done, okay? Tim, why don't you have electrical in your walls? Why did you just put insulation and coverings and no electrical? I'm doing all electrical on the outsides. So there'll be armored flex to metal boxes all in here. We'll have lights and everything. I will have holes and conduit going through the walls, and everything on the inside of the power shed will be mounted on the walls. So nothing will be going through the walls in the power shed side, and really nothing through the walls over here on the tool shed. This is uninsulated. Tim, why don't you insulate it? Insulation's expensive, and there's no need for it. There's nothing I need here to keep cool or keep warm. You know, it'll be just keep it dry. I just need to keep it dry. So, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'm not wearing my cowboy hat today, wearing my signature solar hat. Cowboy hat was just going to be in the way and too hot. I'm probably sweated this one all up too. It's been a good day. It's been a really good day. So if you enjoyed today's video, give it a big old thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there. Make it solid so you get notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. So guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go Ridge Life. Woo!